From 1999 to 2001, St. Louis was the center of the football universe, thanks to an explosive offense that revolutionized the NFL. Dick Vermeil began building an offensive machine. The first step was handing over the controls to an unproven play caller.
It was his first opportunity to be an offensive coordinator, and nobody, in my opinion, in the history of the league, came into an organization and made the contribution he made.
In April of 1999, Vermeil made one of the greatest trades in league history and provided his new play caller with a Hall of Fame caliber chess piece.
The Rams draft day running back arrived a few days early. Three-time Pro Bowler Marshall Faulk delivered for the bargain price of a second and fifth round pick in Saturday's draft.
With the sixth pick in the draft, the St. Louis Rams select Torrey Holt, wide receiver, North Carolina State.
The only thing missing was a quarterback, and the Rams head coach would stop at nothing to get his man.
Trent Green is the guy, because he'd already been with Mike Martz at Washington. We got to get him signed.
Trent Green comes in here, the real hope for this offense. He puts the Rams in the place to win. Green drops a great connection to number 18.
Now we got Trent Green down. We've got Trent Green down in the middle of the field.
Rams fans are holding their breath right now. It looks like a left knee for Trent Green.
You get emotional, it hurts, but that's what this business is all about. We will rally around Kurt Warner, and we'll play good football.
You throw conventional rules out the window when you're trying to defend St. Louis because they'll throw at any time. There's no normalcy to what they do.
You better be able to adjust. You better be able to change things on the fly, because if not, it's going to be a long day.
Reset! Cole's left! Hey, I got him! I didn't see one of those formations this week. Hey, neither did I.
So we will come out on the first series, first play with 4 wide receivers. Most teams would do that on third down every once in a while.
And the Rams with 4 wide receivers on first down from the 35. Sends it out to Marshall Faulk off the left side. But they haven't run the football yet.
The Rams' pass-first mentality was their trademark. From 1999 to 2001, no team completed more balls for more yards or more touchdowns.
We come out that first week, it was against Baltimore Ravens, and it was on.
In Warner's first start, he threw for 3 touchdowns and over 300 yards.
Warner dumps it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams! Throws the end zone. Touchdown, Rams! Torrey Holt, the rookie!
Only a few years removed from being a stalker at a grocery store, Kurt Warner was now bagging wins for the Rams. Warner became the first player in NFL history to throw 3 touchdown passes in each of his first 3 starts. The Rams went from 4-12 one season to 13-3 the next. It was the best record in the NFC. The offense that would change football had been born.
Well, I was coming off of a 2 season that was marred by hamstring injuries. And I just casually bend down and stretch my legs a little bit right before we go in for the final preparations, and my hamstring pops. I popped the hamstring. So I just casually walk past the trainer, Jim Anderson. He's standing there. He's kind of seeing. I kind of gave him a little eye contact, and he's like, what's up, Ike? What's going on? So I don't answer him because I know what would have happened. Had I told Jim, he was going to go tell Dick.
That's a first for me. I never heard that.
No. Not even now. That's the first time I heard it.
He hurt his hamstring.
And the very first play was designed to go to him.
Yeah. I knew the first play of the game. Coach Marks had already told us the first play of the game what we're going to do. Going to go slot to the left, and we're going to run an action 88 across the field.
First and 10 from the 23. Warner back to throw. Looks over the middle. Throws deep downfield. He's got Isaac moving the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Rams!
Isaac Bruce's touchdown launched a playoff run that put the Rams in Super Bowl 34.
Touchdown Rams! Yes! Ricky Cross!
Yes! The St. Louis Rams are Super Bowl bound.
St. Louis knew they had the firepower, but after losing a 16-point lead with just over 2 minutes left in the game, Bruce would again play the role of the hero.
Let's go, O! Couldn't ask for a better script. Let's go win it right now.
One of the keys to St. Louis's first world championship was a Titans defensive scheme the Rams noticed earlier in the game.
They're doubling everybody except Isaac, who's the furthest receiver.
Still giving us one-on-one coverage out there.
So I said, okay, when the time comes, we're going to do this.
At some point in time, the things that are built into our offense, we're going to get you. They made a mistake. They left a guy out there on Isaac Bruce one-on-one.
First and 10 from the 27. Warner back to throw. Rainbows the far sideline, and it is caught by Isaac Bruce.
And as the moment when I catch the football, that's when, like, everything goes slow motion. I see everything and everybody in slow motion, but no sound. I hear nothing.
And they won't catch him today! Touchdown Rams!
For a team that had caught the NFL by surprise with their offense in 1999, it was now their defense that had to make the biggest play of the season.
McNair drops, throws right side for Dyson. He dives for the end zone. Didn't make it.
Time runs out. That's it.
We won it.
St. Louis, the gateway to the West, is now the gateway to the best football team in the world.
After leading one of the greatest single-season turnarounds in NFL history, Dick Vermeil stepped down as the Rams head coach. His position was quickly filled by offensive coordinator Mike Martz. In 2000, the Rams became the first NFL offense to gain over 7,000 yards in a season. They also scored 540 points, the most points scored by any team in Rams franchise history. Initially called the greatest show on earth, their nickname morphed a few weeks later when ESPN anchor Chris Berman called them the greatest show on turf.
This place is going crazy. You gotta love it.
Well, it's a show you definitely wouldn't want to miss. There was some high-flying acts. I mean, we threw the ball down the field.
Unbelievable. Well done by number 80. So explosive, so many weapons.
The greatest show on turf was stacked with talent, but perhaps the offense's greatest asset was under their feet.
And the only thing separating the players from the concrete is about a half-inch of rubber padding.
The plays are lightning fast. The track beat is on.
Speed.
This Ram offense is something special, especially here on this field.
The Rams' first 6 games of the 2000 season were all played on artificial turf, and the Rams started with a 6-0 record. But Week 8 in Kansas City put the greatest show on turf on natural grass.
Warner drops the ball. Loose football, the Chiefs got it. Donnie Edwards picks it up, and now he is tackled.
Kurt Warner has a broken finger. He is done for today.
It's a shame that Kurt got hurt in the 7th game at Kansas City. That offense was mind-boggling. Through 6 games, it averaged 44 points. It was on pace. And keep in mind, this is not 2 or 3 games. It's 40% of the season. They were on pace for 698 points. They were on pace for more than 8,000 total yards and 6,000 passing yards. I really believe had Kurt stayed healthy, that offense in 2000 would have obliterated just about every team offensive record for a single season on the books.
During Warner's absence, Marshall Faulk took over as the leader of the offense and went on to become league MVP.
Touchdown Rams!
Faulk set an NFL record for the most yards from scrimmage and became the second player in NFL history to top 1,000 yards rushing and 1,000 yards receiving in the same season. In order to make the playoffs, the Rams needed a win and help from the Bears to beat the Lions. Marshall Faulk took care of the first part.
Touchdown, Marshall Faulk!
Marshall, you had a terrific game today. You took care of your business, but I know you guys were very concerned with what's going on in Detroit.
You know, we were. but we knew we had a tough game here. It was going to be a dogfight, and that's what it was.
Let me just interrupt you because we just learned the Bears won the ball game.
Yes! New ball game now. Records don't matter now. Where we got to play, we ready to play.
The Rams would face the Saints again. After facing a 31-7 deficit, the Rams battled back to within 3 points of the Saints, only to experience one last twist in a snake-bitten season.
Hakeem drops the ball! Hakeem drops the ball!
St. Louis's Super Bowl title defense ended in New Orleans, and football fans were wondering if the NFL's greatest show had just been canceled. After starting 6-0 for the third straight year, the Rams' toughest test of 2001 may have come against a team that at the time had a 5-4 record and a young, unknown quarterback.
Yeah, dude. Not a lot, man, not a lot. Just ready for a big day today.
Warner under pressure and goes down at the 35.
The Patriots are not going to sit back and let the Ram offense take them apart.
They were really well coached. They gave you a lot of different looks, a lot of things that you maybe had never seen before that you have to be ready for.
Get deep to take away the in cut. In cut first.
In cuts. In cuts. That's the game. Slants and in cuts. That's the game.
Warner picked off. Terrell Buckland. Nobody's going to catch him. T-Buck for the touchdown. 60,000 on their feet. Here comes the blitz again.
There it is, right there.
And I believe this at the time, and I still do. It was the best football team I'd ever seen since I'd been in the league. And I felt like they were going to eventually be a Super Bowl team.
After the hard-fought win in Foxborough, the Rams finished the regular season with a franchise record 14 wins. It also appeared that confidence was at an all-time high for the greatest show on turf.
We felt that we were better than we performed the year before. You could definitely make an argument that the 0-1 team was the best of all of them.
The St. Louis Rams are Super Bowl bound. For the second time in 3 years, the Rams are champions of the National Football Conference.
With the Rams entering Super Bowl 36 as 14-point favorites, very few predicted an upset by the upstart Patriots.
They had no chance. They shouldn't have been on the field with us. We felt like we had an advantage. We had been there. It was going to be a fun one.
Tonight, a dynasty is born, baby.
We didn't play our best game. I think part of that was New England coming in with a great game plan. We were very much a timing-oriented team. So they came out very early in that game and got physical with us.
Despite the Patriots' physical game plan, the greatest show on turf still gained 427 yards of total offense, but managed to score only 3 points through the game's first 3 quarters.
No team has ever come from this far behind at this point and won a Super Bowl.
The incredible 3-year run of the greatest offense in league history came to an end, as the NFL's greatest dynasty was born during Super Bowl 36. Much like their city's iconic monument, the steep rise of the greatest show on turf was matched with an equally rapid descent following their loss to the Patriots. Age, injury, and free agency all took their eventual toll.
I still believe that that collection of talent and what we accomplish consistently as the greatest show on turf, that it's the best offense that the NFL has ever seen. And we ushered in a new era of football that everybody's playing now.